Hello, I am Megan. I was one of the first graduating students from what is CREC Soundbridge, the building. I was the class of 99. I had CREC from birth to 3 up until I graduated high school. I cannot thank my teachers enough for where I've gotten. I graduated high school with my journeyman's in heating and air conditioning. I went on to school in Washington State. I've traveled to over 45 states, and I have 5 more states left to go. I've been hiking all over the country, and I've eaten so many fantastic food and met so many wonderful people, but I would have never done it without my teachers that I had at CREC.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joshua Slocum, and I'm a graduate of CREC Soundbridge. I'm currently studying chemistry at Yale University, and I just like to really think that my educational foundation was built on the skills I used to interact with people. And one of the biggest things was I had great speech therapy, learning how to talk to others, and those services that were provided to me were done through CREC Soundbridge when I was in preschool. And that really set the seed for my academic pursuits that are determining the rest of my life. So I really think that in some ways my life would be completely different without the support and help of CREC Soundbridge. And so I am really thankful from the bottom of my heart to all that the teachers have done for me, for everyone, and just for sending me on the path so that I can succeed in life and achieve the goals that I have for myself. So I'm really thankful for that. Thank you.
Yale is lucky to have you.
Hi, I'm the parent of 2 hearing impaired children who are both adults now. They're both over there, somewhere. They both went to Soundbridge, starting with Reach High services, because that was before birth to 3, and then continued through Soundbridge till they hit junior high and then went back to their hometown. They have both since graduated from college and are both working in careers that require them to talk all the time. Karen is a manager right now at a store, but she was also working at a hotel, and where she received many awards for her customer service, which required her to have obviously very good speech, which she does, thankful to Soundbridge. And Brian is working as a strength and conditioning coach and has to help clients all the time, again, needs speech. So without their foundation that they had from Soundbridge, they would never be where they are today. So I am so thankful to this program. It has made them be successful adults.
Hi, I'm Erin Beckwith, and I am 15 years old, and I go to Glastonbury High School, and I was diagnosed when I was 2, and Soundbridge helped me to develop my speech and gain the confidence to do anything I wanted to do. I'm on the crew team, and I don't let the water stop me from playing sports. I'm really grateful for Soundbridge's help with everything through my life. Thank you guys so much.
Hi, I'm Tina Beckwith, Erin's mom. And in thinking about tonight, I went back 13 years to when Erin's hearing loss was identified. And I remember Dr. Cole talking to me about the future and the gifts that Soundbridge could help give Erin, all while she was on her summer vacation. She took the time to spend with me, and I was so grateful for that. And over the years, I've really learned that there are so many unique gifts and lenses that we have as parents of hearing with children with hearing loss. And some of the memories that I have came when Erin first got her cochlear implant, and she heard our cat purr for the first time and really needed to explain that he wasn't angry and that he was happy with her and everything that was going on. And even as recent as this summer, when I picked her up from camp, and we had a 2-hour car ride, and she told me about her experience at camp for the entire 2 hours. And the only evidence I have that she actually breathed during that conversation is the fact that she's still here. So, want to thank Dr. Cole, Dr. Carroll, all of her teachers throughout the years for helping Erin find her voice and have the confidence to do whatever she chooses to do. So thank you.
My name's Jacob Barron. I'm a senior at Talon High School, and I'm just really glad to be here tonight celebrating the 50th anniversary of Soundbridge. And when I was born with severe to moderate hearing loss in my left ear and severe hearing loss in my right ear. And even though as a child I had the setback of a hearing loss, I did not let it affect me in any way, academically or socially. With the help of Soundbridge, I was able to not only thrive, but also do the basic things in life, such as hear my parents parenting and my teachers teaching. Academically, I am in the top 10% of my grade. I plan on pursuing studies next year in college in civil engineering. And personally, I would like to thank Dr. Cole. I know I was young, but from what I've heard, they said I was very lucky because of all your knowledge and everything in audiology. Thank you. I would also like to thank Ellen Gill. I know I was also young, but like I said earlier tonight, I remember the pennies, trying to earn them, how hard it was. And then lastly, I would like to thank Dr. Carroll. She's the only audiologist I've had for 17, almost 18 years, and she's supported me throughout all my endeavors in life, and I really appreciate that. And Soundbridge has given me a lot of support and encouragement throughout the years, and as I begin this next chapter in my life, I will not forget what they've provided me and will always be grateful for it. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Hello, my name is Corrinne, and can you tell everyone your name?
Jackson,
What's your name?
Jason,
Tracy. Jackson and Chase. And how old are you, Jackson?
5,
Good. And how old are you, Chase?
3.
3. Good job. And Jackson and Chase were both born profoundly deaf and were implanted at 11 months in one ear and 15 and 18 months in the other ear. And what grade are you in now, Jackson?
Kindergarten,
And we like to think he's top of his class in kindergarten. And what grade? Do you go to school? What's your teacher's name?
Miss Mason.
Mrs. Michaud, that's right. And we're extremely grateful for Soundbridge. We knew nothing about hearing loss when Jackson was born, so they've taught us everything we know, and we like to think of ourselves as experts now. And we know Soundbridge is always there for us, just a phone call away whenever we need them. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you for talking.
Thank you. Great. Hi, I'm Brendan. I was born deaf on both ears. I've been part of Soundbridge for almost 18 years now. I graduated from school in 2014. I'm in Manchester Community College right now, and I'm going for general education studies. And I'm transferring to Rhode Island College to pursue my dreams in physical education, because I like working with sports and working with kids. Yeah, I like it. And all those people in the last 18 years of my life, they helped me with everything, for the best of everything. You guys in the audience, you know who you are. Thank you very much.
Very good. Thanks, Mama.
Hi everyone, my name is Navati, I have club plan when I was 4 years old. And I speak English. And I like to study. And I'm 8 years old. And when I grow up, I want to be doctor.
I love Soundbridge.
I love Soundbridge.
Thanks, Mom.
I really can't say anything that's going to top that. From a child who was born deaf, no hearing, no speech for 4 years, she's come this far who can't just shut up. Great problem to have, and that's not possible without the team at Soundbridge. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Sadie Palker. I am really lucky because I am a bimodal listener. That means I have a hearing aid and a cochlear implant. I am 7.5 years old. Just like any other normal kid, I like to dance, sing, play soccer, hang on monkey bars, and do arts and crafts. I live in Stamford, Connecticut with my mommy, daddy, my brother Erin, and cat Maxie. I am in 2nd grade at Bicultural Day School, and my teacher is Miss Danner. I was born on February 13th, 2009. In the hospital, the doctors told my parents that I couldn't hear well. I think my parents felt scared, shocked, and worried at the news. We were so lucky to find the best audiologist, Christine. Right before my 3rd month birthday, I received my first pair of hearing aids, or as we call them, pinkies. When I was little, I put my hearing aids in my mouth a lot. I drove my parents cuckoo crazy. We found a woman named Marion to help me. Then Allison came along. They both came all the way to our house from Soundbridge. They worked so hard to teach me to listen and talk. Even today when I think of an airplane, I can't help but say, ah, ah, ah. Mommy and Daddy were always taking me to appointments or welcoming therapists into the house. 5 days after my 2nd birthday, my brother Erin was born. He too couldn't hear well. He received his first hearing aids at just 5 weeks old. We call them blinkies. Shortly after Erin was born, we found out that I couldn't hear well anymore. My left ear had worsened. After lots of appointments, opinions, and information, Dr. Rowland fixed my ear. Because I am bimodal, my brain is able to take in different sounds to help me hear. I am so grateful for Dr. Rowland for fixing my ear, my parents for always finding the perfect answer, my amazing audiologist, and to the amazing therapists here at Soundbridge. An extra special thank you to Erica, who does my mapping, and Allison, who spent a gazillion hours at home working tirelessly to help me speak and hear so well. Well, maybe not a gazillion, but it was 4.5 years. Happy birthday! Happy 50th birthday, Soundbridge!
This is Allie Marinelli.
Hello. I don't know how I'm going to follow that amazing act, but my name is Allie Marinelli. I'm currently an AUD PhD student at the University of Connecticut, and I received my first hearing aids and cochlear implant while receiving services from Soundbridge. And now, because of what I've chosen to do for my professional life, I'm
working with a lot of the same professionals who helped me at one point in time. And so I would just like to thank Soundbridge for helping me to be the best person that I could be, but also helping me to help other children with hearing loss as well. So congratulations on your 50 years, and thank you very much.
Thank you.